New Vision TV, I'm Lynn Komjisha. Disturbing details have emerged indicating that a senior policeman was earning over 300 million shillings per month in dubious fuel deals that have sunk the force into a 24 billion shillings debt, according to police authorities. A trusted source told New Vision TV that fuel mismanagement has prompted the Inspector General of Police, Martin Okotho-Chola, to order an inquiry into the Police Department of Logistics and Engineering in relation to the distribution of fuel. How the officers sold the fuel at various petrol stations across the country is still a subject of investigations. Preliminary findings prompted police management to order the Deputy Director of Fleet Management, Suleiman Karunji, to deactivate all the false fuel cards until the matter is resolved. Karunji has since appeared twice before the committee headed by the Police Director of Research and Planning, Edward Ochom. Ochom and the team were tasked with probing and presenting a report to the Police Advisory Committee on Wednesday this week.
Are you looking for a unique salon that will accommodate your worries? Mistake Beauty Unisex Salon is there for you. It does manicure and pedicure, massage, women's hair of all types, both normal and bridal packages, men's haircuts of all types, foot scrubs, facial, and for a person planning for a wedding, they have makeup stylists all in one location. They use modern equipment that will not be an effect on your skin. Mistake Beauty Unisex Salon is located in Wandegear on Bomber Road with big parking space. For more information, contact the numbers below.
Moving on, Jinja municipality councillors exchanged blows after failing to amend the 2018-2019 budget estimates. The incident happened after the mayor Majid Batambuze and his deputy Medias Asimwe raised a red flag, saying their allowances had been reduced. The council meeting was presided over by the speaker, Moses Bizitu. Asimwe said her monthly allowance had reduced from 900,000 shillings to 650,000 shillings. She urged that her allowance was less than that of her fellow councillors and wondered how she would service her loans. Batambuze said allowances for fuel, accommodation, airtime, water, house help and foreign trips had been reduced. He concurred with his deputy, saying they needed to make changes in the budget. And now, the only profitable state enterprise that declares its dividends to the government is New Vision, according to a report by the Parliamentary Finance Committee presented by the committee chairperson Henry Musasizi to Parliament last weekend. Dividends are a share of after-tax profit a company distributes to its shareholders according to the number and class of shares each holds. When a corporation earns a profit or surplus, the corporation is able to reinvest the profit in the business and pay a proportion of the profit as a dividend to shareholders. Musasizi said the committee recommends that all state enterprises which are profitable declare their dividends to the government and deposit the money in the consolidated fund. He, however, noted that out of the 22 state enterprises sampled by the Auditor General, only 10 made profits, while 7 enterprises had debt ratios of more than 50%, implying that most of their assets were financed by debt. In sports news, Cranes coach Sebastien Desabri's run of results has become a huge concern, and if the Frenchman does not rethink his strategy of the Cranes, Uganda risks bungling up its African Nations Cup qualifying campaign that resumes in September against Tanzania. On Saturday, Cranes lost 2-1 to Niger, 3 days after losing their first game 1-0 to Central African Republic during the matches in Niger. Of the 9 games Desabri has now been in charge, he has won just once, the 3-1 win against lowly ranked Sao Tome et Nambole. Defender Nicholas Wadade scored Cranes' only goal against Niger towards the end of the second half. The 2 friendly matches were meant to prepare the Cranes for the 2019 Nations Cup qualifier against Tanzania on September 7th at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at the River Nile. The River Nile is the longest river in the world, starting from Jinja in eastern Uganda, flowing through West Nile and thereafter joins other countries. The Nile flows through 11 African countries: Ethiopia, Eritrea, Sudan, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Egypt, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as South Sudan. The various activities done on the Nile are water rafting, bungee jumping, kayaking, boat rides, as well as fishing. These have attracted large numbers of tourists that visit Uganda.
River Nile is well known to be the longest river not only in Africa but also in the world. Its source starts right here in Jinja district, located in the eastern part of Uganda. Lake Victoria happens to be the source of River Nile as it flows north, connecting in different 6 countries. It flows from the surrounding areas close to the equator to the outrageous Sahara Desert and up to the eastern Mediterranean Sea. This true description of why Uganda is called the Pearl of Africa even provides power to Ugandans from the Owen Falls Dam. The dam gives electricity to the country, enabling them carry out their daily activities. The banks of the Nile are also too fertile, hence favoring agriculture. It is that time of year when people start discussing where they're going to spend their vacation. Some of the activities to engage while at the River Nile are rafting, bungee jumping, boat rides, as well as fishing. These activities offer a unique way to explore the river banks, passing through farms, forests, and villages besides the Nile. Now for Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures, so grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I am Lynn Komjisha.